Okay, we have one more task that we need to do with the find and replace, and that is get rid of long series of spaces like you see here. These are not periods as come at the end of a sentence, because you can see here that these are lined up with the middle of the text beside it, just as these space indicators are up here in this paragraph. They're up in the middle of the line, in the middle of where those letters are. So how are we going to find out how many periods are in this line? We don't really know how many there are, and we really don't even care how many there are. We just want to know how many instances of this there are in the document. So if I just press Control C to copy that line of spaces, and then Control F to open the navigation pane, I can paste all of those spaces in here in the search field, and you can see where the insertion point is. It was over at the left side, and when I pasted in all of those blank spaces, it came to this location. And then under results, it shows me that that many spaces is found only once in this entire document, and it's right there. So it's simple enough. If there's only one, we can just backspace those and get rid of them, and we don't have to worry about them anymore. Or we could Control H, and here we have that many spaces are found here. Control V, and then replace it with what? Absolutely nothing. We replace all, and of course it does on that one, just as we found. Now the question is, how many more do we have? So if I were to come up here and right at the end of where all of these spaces are, where the insertion point is, if I backspace and take out just a few of those, I can do find next, and it says no results were found. So I can click back up here again, take out a few more, find next, none are found. And take out a few more, find next, none are found. And get it just a little bit smaller. Find next. Aha, there were a couple. And this is on those lines up here where I showed you earlier where the editor of the Gutenberg book wanted to align these two lines from the Christmas Carol, God Bless You, Merry Gentlemen. And he did it by using spaces to force the text over some distance from the left margin. But notice here, when I was just guessing at how many spaces to backspace over to find the number, I went one too many, because here we can see that there is one more space here than what we had in our search string. So I'm going to come back in and put in one more space. I'm going to tell it to find the next. Aha, that one's got two more in it. So I'm going to come back up here and two more. So find next, and it tells me there are none. So now I'll come up here and let's see, find it. It's found this one, so I'm going to click on just replace, not replace all, because there's only one instance of it in the document. So replace that one. And it looks like I should have left a blank space in there. But since I didn't, I'm not going to use the complicated way of finding this. I'm just going to type a blank space in up there. And I'm going to see if I have any more blank spaces. None were found. I'm going to come up here and take out one blank space. Find next. There it is. Replace it with nothing. Okay. And that should be all of those by that length. And so I'll take out, say, three more. Find next. Nope. Take out two or three more. Find next. So there's three. We're down to three spaces. I'm going to tell it to go ahead and replace all instances of three. There might be more than one, and sure enough, there were two. So now I'll take out one more space. We should be finding all instances of two spaces that are stuck together. And it found 14 of them in the document, so we'll click OK there. Now, I could just find how many instances of one space there is, but we wouldn't want to do that, because that would find every single space in the entire document, and it would cause all of the words to collapse and become one great big jumble of letters. So we will just close this at this time. And we know that we have got, or we have found and replaced everywhere that there is a series of multiple dots or multiple spaces that are separating the document. We want all of those to be out of here.